Hello everyone, today we're going to do a packet tracer of Cisco 3 version 7, 6.5.6. Packet tracer configure dynamic NAT. Objectives. Part 1, configure dynamic NAT. Part 2, verify NAT implementation. Instructions. Part 1, configure dynamic NAT. Step 1, configure traffic that will be permitted. On R2, configure one statement for ACL1 to permit any address belonging to the 172.16.0.0/16 network. So we're going to configure AC access list. R2, here R2 is a border router. On the left side of R2 is inside. On the right side of R2 is internet outside. So we need to configure access list 1 to permit address from 172.16.0.0. So this network. Okay, so we still remember how to configure access list, right? Configure terminal. So from here, ACL1 is a numbered standard ACL. Okay, access list 1 permit any address belonging to this network. So is 172.16.0.0, and then followed by mask wildcard mask of /16. So wildcard mask is 00.255.255. Step 2, configure a pool of address for NAT. Configure R2 with the NAT pool that uses 2 addresses in the this 209.165.200.228/30 address space. Notice in the topology there are 3 network addresses that would be translated based on the ACL created. Right, the pool. So here the 2 addresses in the pool. Okay. So this address 228 is the network address, and the first available public address suppose is 229. The second one is 230. Okay, and also from here /30. /30, there are only 2 available host address. Okay, so we need to remember that. So pool, IP NAT pool, followed by a pool name. So we gave any name. So pool 1, okay. We give the pool 1 as the name of this pool, and followed by the starting address. Starting address is 229 here. The first one is 229. So 209.165.200.229. And then is the ending address. Ending address is the second one too. 200.230. NAT mask. NAT mask is /30's subnet mask. Look at here. /30 subnet mask is here. So 252. So here's 255.255.255.252. Okay. All right, so what will happen if more than 2 devices attempt to access the internet? All right, so here is dynamic NAT. Dynamic NAT is that a single inside address is translated to a single outside address. Here there are only 2 public address available in the pool on R2. And there are total three end devices. So 3 end devices are trying to access internet, but there are only 2 public addresses available in the pool. So there must be one of 3 devices have to wait for the available public address before it can access internet. So step 3, associate ACL1 with the NAT pool. So ACL1 is access list include the private address, which private address may be translated, and the NAT pool is a public address. Enter the command that associated ACL1 with the NAT pool that you just created. Okay, so IP NAT inside source. Inside source is access list 1, so list 1. Then is a pool followed by the pool name. So pool, be careful, the pool name is the case sensitive. Pool 1. And next is configure NAT interfaces. Configure R2 interfaces with the appropriate inside and outside NAT commands. All right, so R2 left side is inside. So this interface S001 is inside. S000 is outside. Let's go to configure. Enter. Okay, move to here. S001 IP NAT inside. Interface S000 IP NAT outside. Okay, so our configuration is finished. So part 2, verify NAT implementation. Step 1, access services across the internet from the web browser for L1, PC1, PC2. Access the web page for server 1, L1, PC1, PC2. Web page for server 1. Okay, start from L1. Web browser. Okay, web browser, this web browser 209.165.201.5. Okay, that is the IP address of server 1. Then go. Yep, so L1 reached server 1. Okay, let's go to PC1. PC1, go, yeah, server 1 as well. So now it's PC2 now. Let's guess. PC1, PC2 is supposed to wait because there are only 2 public addresses in the pool on R2. So L1 and PC1 used these 2 public addresses already. So PC2 have to wait. Let's go to do the same thing. Yeah, request timeout. So that means the PC2 cannot access the internet. Okay, step 2, view NAT translation. View the NAT translations on R2. Identify the internal source address of the PC and the translated address from the NAT pool in the command output. Show IP. Okay, let's show. Okay. Show command, show IP NAT translation. Okay. Here inside the local is a private address. So here, this one, 172. Let's go to here. Let's go to L1's private address. It's 172.16.11.1. Here, 172.16.11.1. This is the private address of L1, and it is translated to a public address, 209.165.200.229. That is the first public address in the pool we just configured. All right. Also here, the first public address we configured. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at PC1. PC1's public address, private address is 10.0. 172.16.10.0. Here is a private address of PC1, and it is translated to this public address, 230. Yeah, signal 1, 230. All right. So PC2's private address not show here because PC2 has to wait. This outside the local is the destination address. Is server one's IP address. Okay, so we're done. The completion status is 100%. That means we finished. So we're done for this packet tracer. Configure dynamic NAT. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video and think it's helpful for you, please thumbs up and share with your friends, and subscribe my channel and support. See you next time.